Okay. Let's get this started. um, Hello, YouTube. I just want to say this is going to be my first video of this new channel that I've created on YouTube. It's just this channel is essentially just me reacting to YouTube videos, even reacting to YouTubers reacting to YouTube videos. I know, a little confusing, but I'm just gonna give it a try and see how it goes. Been watching a lot of Jack Morgan from Red Leather Podcast. Very interesting fellow. Very interesting fellow. And I'll record a little bit of his reaction videos. So let's see how this goes. He reacts to a lot of videos on TikTok as well, but I love him. He's hilarious. Jack Morgan from RLP, Red Leather Podcast. He also does some stand-up comedy. Pretty funny guy. I think he resides in Florida at the moment. But I just always found this guy pretty interesting.
Boys, let's get thankful.
The way he does that little
wonder
laugh.
There's a male loneliness epidemic. You fuckers don't know how to date.
Where are all the good men at? Seriously, where are you? I know you're out there, but you guys are like fucking unicorns and like so hard to find.
Again, ladies, if you know of where all the attractive men are.
I gave 25 men my phone number and no one reached out to me. The bar is in hell and I strongly...
I'm so fucking tired of being the one that got away. I'm fucking exhausted. I just want to be the one that got for once. Fucking keep me. What the hell? Why am I so hard to love?
Personally, I love her. Yeah. Right here, though. This was the best. I think you just gave us the reason why. I think we're seeing why right now. Okay. We got to backtrack here. This is going to be a fun episode, and personally, I love it, and I am very grateful and thankful for my stable woman that I love very much, and she's in the other room right now. Honey, I love you.
So entertaining.
This one right here. I gave 25 men my phone number. This one. I gave 25 men my phone number, and no one reached out. Right here. I don't want to hear any excuses or justifications for them. Here. But I feel like it's almost as if they're running a social experiment. Does that make sense?
So to sum it up, clearly you can see he's just watching a lot of these women. They're just, complaining on TikTok or YouTube, how they can't find a date. And it doesn't get clearer than that. The modern dating, I feel like it's outdated, and, it's more it involves more politics. And from what I've read online or heard online, politics plays a big part. The economy. The economy is controlled what? By the politics, right? By politicians, right? The law, the government. And it makes you wonder, why is dating so hard? I think a lot has to do with the economy, the people's finances, so I don't know. That's my opinion.
25 men. I'm having a hard time believing that.
Brought to you by Rogue.
Freaking ads.
Neil Monster. Oh, what?
Fighter ready?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there. Now, if a guy said I gave 25 women my phone number and no one reached out, I'd go, welcome to the club, But I'm having a hard time believing that. But it's not just good men that they're looking for, guys, right here. This is the key word. And I really want you to pay attention to this. Right here, I want you to pay attention to this key word here, though, okay?
Again, ladies, if you know of where all the attractive men are, can you...
Attractive, good, funny, successful, tall, made-up movie character men. That's the truth, guys. And it's not always the truth, okay? But on the internet, that's all that matters.
Please, please, let me know. Starting to wonder where they are. Like, where?
They don't exist, dude. You ever notice out in public? I'm going to say this 100 more times. When you're walking in public, hot people.
He says something pretty valid here, or pretty true, at least for the most part. But I learned so much from this guy. Definitely more educational than you think. Funny as hell too. Come on, you're combining comedy gold with someone education. Doesn't get better than that. With that, you're not just learning something. You're laughing your ass off watching this guy.
People are with hot people. Ugly people are with ugly people. Fat people are with fat people. And broke people are usually with broke people. But we live in a society where the not so good looking, sort of kind of overweight, not financially well off person wants to be.
Okay, what if you're average looking to good looking, but you're also broke, at least for the moment? How does that work? You can't be good looking and broke and then get with a ugly broke person. I don't know. What is going to outweigh? That's my question. That's what makes me ponder. What if you're good looking or average looking, but you're broke, and then that person is very ugly but very rich? Would that work out? I don't know. Comment below. What do you guys think?
With the hot guy who's got money and a penis that would put her in the hospital. I'm joking, kind of, but not really.
Oh, I remember. Okay, I was watching this earlier and I lost it when you said "I'm joking, kinda." Not really. I think that's like my favorite part of this video. Dude is hilarious.
Not really. And the funniest part is like, I have been almost none of those things other than they think I'm funny and I'm tall enough. I'm 5'11", so that's most of them. If I never said I was 5'11", I'm tall enough, right? I tell them I'm 5'11", they go, it's okay. But in reality, they don't give a shit. If they like you, they like you. Especially if they think you're reckless or a good time. Yeah, that kind of never goes out the window. If they don't, I don't know how to explain that.
So I am convinced that hot men only exist on the internet. Because I can't remember the last time I saw a hot man in real life.
Where are all the good men? We hear this time and time again on social media.
I'm not sure why nobody wants to speak up about this, but I guess I'll be the one to do it. There is a serious shortage of attractive, eligible, mentally stable, emotionally available men. We need to get a search party together, figure out what has happened, where have they gone, and what do we do about this? Because it's...
Where are the gorgeous men at that have a fucking brain? Like, please. Being dead serious, I'm not...
Don't forget about money, height, status. It's kind of crazy, man. Like, and I don't even want to say status is it, but like, I have lost a relationship. One, we weren't compatible. It was never going to work out. Us men, we'll stick with something because we don't feel like starting over. It's just too much work. We'll just go, yeah, she'll change. Just like women do that to men. Oh, he'll change. He's good enough, right? Like, how am I going to find somebody better than him? Even though he sucks, Men do this too. But like, because of my job here, I've literally had a relationship lost. It was like they would have rather me made less money, but have like a job title, if that makes sense. Like they would have rather I say, I work at the bank, I'm in finance, versus I'm kind of nuts and I'm on YouTube, but I do really well. I'm serious. This happened. They would rather have that title to some of them matters a lot. Actually, to a lot of people, even to men, like for themselves. They would rather take the thing that sounds better versus the thing they actually want to do. Women.
I agree with Jack on this, and it's crazy. Some people will change their career or their occupation just because it sounds better. But you got to understand something. That's not going to sound good to everybody. Just because it sounds good to you does not mean everybody's going to like it. Like you, if I rock a white tee, 7 days out of the week, a lot of people don't like that. They like to switch it up. Your opinion, and also your opinion can change. Your opinion. Those are just my thoughts.
Kind of have the liberty to do whatever they want to do. I don't know what I'm trying to say with that, but it is true. It is Thanksgiving. Okay, pour some gravy on this situation. That's my answer.
I've been trying to be an asshole at all right now by saying this. I personally have never come across a drop-dead gorgeous man, like someone who you're just like, oh, damn, he is fine, that doesn't open their mouth and talk and immediately I get the ick. They're either just like not well-spoken, they're straight up fucking dumb, or arrogant. Every gorgeous guy I've met has had a really...
I love this dude. She's going to meet the guy that crosses off all the lists, and he's going to have her video saved on his phone, and he's going to go, is this you? Is that you right there? Is that you? The mediocre bitch? When you open your mouth, I go, oh my God. Disgusting. Being on the internet comes with its pros and cons. This has happened to me, right? But the truth is she's going to have to find some guy who's just as stuck up as she is, just as superficial.
And that's very hard to do when you find that perfect match, but it's not really a perfect match. It could be a trauma bond. You know what I'm saying? So she's really stuck up, but she's going to find someone who's also stuck up and picky and had the same attitude as her. I don't know. Those are my thoughts. Sometimes you got to find someone who's a little different than you. Not too much like you. I feel like it's a trauma bond.
It's just kind of funny. I thoroughly enjoy it, though. But that's the truth. It's like, do you hear yourself right now? I know I'm crazy. And I'm with a woman who is kind of matches my level of... And she's funny. You never meet women that are actually funny.
Yeah.
With a nice ass and good tits.
It's pretty rare. If she has a sense of humor, I guess you could say she's a keeper, Humor is definitely essential in a relationship. A healthy one.
That is a rare breed. Very rare find. Okay? Took me years and a lot of trial and error. I'm not mad about it. But it's just kind of funny, man. It's very hypocritical. And I love it.
Shitty personality. I really wish I could find a gorgeous, fine man who was so emotionally intelligent, who was well-spoken, who had a good personality, who wasn't so full of himself. The reality is...
I swear, I think we've covered that chick before. She's pissing me off. I'm just kidding. I'll invite her over for Thanksgiving and be like, see, guys? They exist. A perfect woman. I'm just joking around. It's just more like, I don't know this person. I'm just kidding. But it's like, dude, do you guys have... If Nestor was here, I don't think Nestor has standards like that. Like, is that a real thing? Like, do men have standards like that? My only standard was, is she nice? Does she get my humor? And is she shorter than me? I don't want to date a woman whose hands are as big as mine. I get it.
That part's funny.
I don't want to date a tall bitch.
Me neither, brother.
We're kind of the opposite.
Me neither, brother.
You know?
Me neither,
But I
Jack.
agree with everything else she says. I want to be able to tolerate you. I want to be able to have a good...
Me neither, Jack. I agree with you 100%. I mean, I wouldn't want to date a chick just as tall as me or, I don't know, 6 inches taller than me. Last thing I want is argue with her. Last thing I want is to argue with her about reaching for something on the top shelf. I mean, can you imagine you saying, nah, I can't, and then she thinks you're saying that on purpose? Oh, choke slam through the kitchen table. Never know, man. Big chicks are dangerous.
Time, you know, but I don't think I don't think we're crazy enough to think that the movies is an accurate representation. Like Something About Mary, that movie. Like, I don't think we're stupid enough to go, yeah, Cameron Diaz is out there. She's successful. She's funny. She's hot. And she's going to pick me, the average man. A 5'8" man. I don't think. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. You can pull that off if you're rich and funny and good looking. You have status. You know, yeah, of course. You could be 5'8" and pull that movie made up thing, I guess. I think they want Batman. This one goes, he's in the friend zone or already married. Yeah, if he was hot enough, he wouldn't be in the friend zone. This much we can guarantee.
31 years old. I'm going to be 32 in August.
And then I'll be 33 next year, and then 34.
I don't know about y'all, but, like, I'm planning to live, like, to be, like, 105. Which means, like, I still potentially have, like, 70 years of my life left. And so I always try to think about things that way when I'm upset about the fact that I haven't found my person, or that I'm not in my dream job, or I'm not living my dream lifestyle. Like, there is so much life to live. If I found my partner right now, like, that would mean being with basically most likely the same person for the next 70 years of my life. So, you know, just relax, ladies. It's all going to work out. We're going to figure it out. It's just going to happen later in life.
Yeah, but what if you don't? That's what I want to know. What if you don't? See how she said her dream life, her dream job, the dream this, the dream that.
You guys tell.
I think this was a perfect one. It's my boy Dapper Dev.
This guy, I like his channel too. Everyone check him out when you get a chance, please. Also, when you get a chance, subscribe to their channels too. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I gotta start getting used to that. It is my new channel, YouTube channel, so, and this is the first video, so please hit subscribe and hit like. Thank you.
He popped up on TikTok, but he's got a good YouTube channel. I like him. But girls today want to date bums. Okay.
Isn't that crazy? How many people you know or heard of people date bums, or, you know, somebody who doesn't work hard or doesn't even have a full-time job, you know, maybe like a 20-hour part-time job. You know anybody like that? I don't know. I've definitely met some people, and I don't understand how they manage a relationship, at least a healthy one, because relationships, they do, you know, function on a healthy source of income, I think. It's not all of it, but I do believe finances play a big part, you know, so.
I'm not going to play his clip. His video is actually really good, but I just wanted to springboard off of this topic because I have been, I don't want to say a loser. I wasn't a loser, but like bartending, selling weed, skating all the time, blazing cigarettes, rugged dude, driving a fucking hoopty. And for some reason, I could still get a woman. It was kind of bizarre if you really think about it. But I think I crossed off all of that movie-esque thing. Like I was the movie character, but in real life. Does that make sense? Because even like my friend Dean, he was literally homeless, but he was charismatic. He skated. He was a dreamer. He was exciting. And he had no money. He had nowhere to live. And women would pick him. Same thing with my boy Taco. Fucking on paper, loser. On paper.
Taco.
But he was the movie character in real life. Yeah, maybe he didn't have a car most times or any money. But he was exciting, you know? And as I've gotten older, we've kind of grown a little more distant, where he's still like my brother, but like at some point you do have to go, okay, I got to get together here, you know? But there's something to be said about the girls that they will date somebody where it's the opposite of what they're saying. If it's exciting enough, or if it fits that movie, that dream mold, even if it's not the dream guy, the experiences and the play-by-play and the day-by-day, that excitement. And I think that's why so many, I feel like breaking up, like people constantly getting in and out of relationships. I think it's like an excitement cycle.
I agree with him on this one. He talks about how, to keep the relationship exciting, you take a little break from each other, and then you come back in 2-3 months, and then the thrill is back, And I like to point out, also, I heard online, after a couple years with your loved one, your partner, whatever, your dopamine from them, gradually goes down. So I think breaks are healthy in a relationship. But I do want to state that, we all get bored of some people, but sometimes, what he's saying here, breaks, a lot of people take breaks intentionally, deliberately, to bring the excitement back, to respark the energy, rekindle that flame.
Because when you're in a relationship for a long time, like it becomes like the 4 months is over.
He's right. The honeymoon phase, it can fade quick. What else? And it can get bland, so it's always good to take breaks from each other.
6 months is up. The excitement's, they kind of got to repeat that cycle. I don't know. It's because they want to fix them. Some girls rather be with uglier men because it makes her look prettier next to him. I never thought about that. I'm considering... I've never seen an ugly broke guy with a hot chick, though. I've still never seen that. Maybe in the movies. But
Wait, did he say an ugly dude with a beautiful woman?
Again, that's a movie. I'm considering taking an engineer off my dating apps and putting that I'm unemployed. We joked about this before. Like, if you make really good money, you go, hey, what's up? I'm Ricky. I make $25,000 a month. Would you like to move forward with this endeavor? But even that, like, okay, that will get you so far, right? Like, that will get you so far. You still need, like, you guys still have to click. Like, there still has to be that fun, exciting. Even if guys, good fucking luck finding a woman that's going to be like, oh my God, dude, she's so funny. She's so adventurous, dude. Like, bro, John, like, you have...
It's hard to find a woman that has more than one feature or, quality about her. Just because she's beautiful, you got to get to know her a little more, Don't jump the gun so quick on getting in a relationship with her. Be patient. Get to know her for a month or so, even longer. You don't want to jump into this just because she's beautiful. She might be wacko or cuckoo, You got to take it easy. I've been in some relationships, and you just got to take it easy. Take your time with it. But also the pretty ones can be pretty toxic or damaged, and you can't blame them. I feel like a lot of guys will mess with their head just because they're beautiful, which is not fair. But
I have to meet Sarah. She's incredible, dude. Like, she is so out there. She makes every day. It kind of sounds funny when you say it backwards, but that's kind of what you have to do, even though that's not realistic. Like, I'm not like that every day, but I am fun. Like, I make my girl laugh all the time. And as we are together a long time, it's harder and harder to make her laugh, so it becomes a challenge for me, which I enjoy that. But, like, not every day can we go fucking parasailing, dude. And, like, jump off a building with guns. And, like, live a James Bond movie. You know, we can't do that. I don't think we've ever done that. You get my point? Like, not every day is going to be like...
I agree. Not every day are going to be roses. You're going to get on each other's nerves, you know? You can't be doing something fun every day. It's because when you do something fun for so long, that's going to eventually become boring, you know? So, yeah.
And sometimes I feel I've had this happen with a few relationships where it's almost like they start fights for no reason. But
yes, I highly agree with this. And backtrack earlier in the video, like, you're taking breaks from each other, but also I feel like a lot of women do it on purpose. They will start an argument with their boyfriend or husband out of boredom. They like that thrill, you know? They want that excitement, which can be toxic.
I think it's for the excitement, if that makes sense. And I've said this. I'm like, why? What's the problem here? I was like, is this what you equate love with? Arguing? You think that's... But it's it's an emotion. A good emotion, a bad emotion, it's still the same thing at the end
Ups
of it
and
all.
downs, ups and
There's still
downs.
feeling in there. I'm doing something. You know? Okay, None of those guys are fat, and all of them are at least 6 foot or taller. Yeah. They'll date you. Because remember, in the movies, guys can become anything. Anything can happen.
Girls, hear me out.
Whoa. Okay, I saw this earlier. I couldn't believe that. I really wish that was not real. There are women out there getting lip fillers. That's unfortunate. You know, how much is that going to cost to get that fixed? What do you guys think? What do they got to do? Drain it out or something? Looks like a lot of fluid in there. It is a risk to get surgery, you know, on your face. Even a lot of women who get BBLs, you know, Brazilian butt lifts, a lot of them have died because a lot of them who give them the surgery, they're unlicensed. So this looks very bad right here. She looks like a big fish with those big fish lips. She shouldn't have done it.
I just thought that was funny. That was one of the best lines I ever heard. I forgot who said this, but shout out to that man. Where it's like, he goes, "You can't make women happy." He goes, "Their tits are big, they get them reducted. Their tits are too small, they get them bigger. They don't like their hair, they dye it another color."
That's true.
It's like everything, they want to change everything. It's like
constantly changing.
I just thought that one was funny. I feel bad for her, but like not really, you know.
If you're ever having a bad day, just remember there's a guy out there taking care of a kid that's not even his. You're not doing that bad, bro. You're doing just fine. Keep your head up. There's always someone worse. Keep that in mind. There's always someone worse.
I felt bad. I had a chick call me recently. I have like a number where people can reach me. And I had this joke, and this is more applies to younger men, like kind of like 40 and under, like 35 and under. It's more towards you guys. But I had this joke where I go, do you really want to be the guy dating the single mom? And you go to the function with your girl Tiffany, and you go, "Hey, everybody, this is Tiffany with her 2 kids that aren't mine. It's the American dream." But do you really want to be that guy? And I really don't care what you do. But this chick called me, and she was hurt by that because she was raised by a stepfather her whole life. And I just said, "Hey, look, the more and more this happens, the more normal it makes it." I go, "When you do have kids one day, do you want to raise your kids with a stepfather, or would you prefer that the dad stays with you?" I go, "Would you date a man with 2 kids?" Now, if you're 40 and up, like 45, 50, like whatever, dude. Like, who gives a shit at that point? But it is weird that that's normal, though. You know what I mean? That's weird. That's weird. It's weird shit, and I don't like it. I really don't give a shit. I'm just making a point here. Okay? It's a little odd that is so normal. That's all I'm trying to say. That's it.
If I walked up to you out of a bar and asked you out on a date, what would you say?
I would say, what the fuck did you say to me, lady? Piece of shit.
Filipino love doesn't rush. It's shown in every little...
I've heard enough of this. This was the best one, though. Filipino Cupid dating.
Are you having trouble trying to keep up with your professor? You've got to try Otter.
Man, Jack's reactions are hilarious. That's why I plan on reacting to a lot of his videos. I hope he doesn't get mad if he watches this. Don't get mad, Jack.
Otter is transcribing everything. I can actually listen.
Don't get mad if you see me reacting to a lot of your videos, Jack.
Man.
That's why I just have a feeling I'm going to be reacting to a lot of his videos. This guy's hilarious. So, if, I want to do a little promo for him because I'm reacting to a lot of good content that he's reacting to. So, make sure you guys subscribe.
Men want families, right? A lot of guys have given up. We'll end on this note. I'm kind of over it. Okay, I'm about to go have dinner and enjoy my day. This is just the internet. I know this does happen. I've experienced it in real life. And I think some people, I think they're better off alone. But they got this Filipino Cupid shit. And the commercials for it. It's not that we're making these videos. It's not that people don't want to be together. I just think really we've been hit with this movie kind of fake false reality of relationships. That's what I think. And there wouldn't be Filipino Cupid if men didn't want to try. They will literally, if mail order brides are now normal. Flying and telling people about it, say I'm going to the Philippines to get a woman to start a family, is a normal endeavor. That's basically like saying I just ordered a mail order bride. That's what that is. And women aren't sitting here talking about it because they don't want to do it either. And yeah, a lot of people have given up, but in all reality, we just live in a time where people don't want to settle down until they're like, fuck, I'm 33. Shit, I'm 31 years old. I've got to get going. And I'm guilty of that too, right? I am. We live in a selfish era, and that's okay to admit. But in reality, though, I'm going to end on this note. Most people, fat people are with fat people. Hot people are with hot people.
Every time he says that, it's so true. It won't be 100% accurate, but come on. Like, you rarely see a beautiful chick with a big guy. You rarely see a rich person with a broke person, but it's just spot on. It always hits my funny bone when I hear true statements like that.
Ugly people are with ugly people. And a lot of people just don't realize that. And I think when people hit a certain age, probably more often not women versus men, if they can't completely satisfy that false dream, that crazy dream in their head, they'd just rather be single. And then a lot of men are just like, I'm just not going to deal with that. But all the other people, which is a lot of us who are realistic, and most of them are not talking on the internet, they don't even know this is happening. They're out there right now. Leave your house. You'll see them walking around the supermarket. You'll see them driving in cars. You'll see them at the gas station. They're out there, and they're realistic, baby. And they're having Thanksgiving dinner right now. Anyways, hell of a talk. Shout out to everybody who bought a Caddy Daddy shirt, everyone that joined the Patreon.
So, this is my new YouTube channel. First video of reacting. And clearly I'm reacting to Jack Morgan from Red Leather Podcast. I will be reacting to a lot more different YouTubers and videos in general. So I won't be just reacting to other YouTubers who react to videos, but I wanted to react to this video just to get some practice and stuff. So if you guys haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to post my Venmo link if anybody wants to buy me a beer. Donations are highly appreciated. So thanks again. Have a good one.